I think he's a great character, and I really enjoy playing him, and I like the fact that he follows his gut and follows his instinct, and I didn't really know the character growing up outside of what William Shatner had done, and I'm so glad to have gotten the part so I can learn a bit more about the series and the franchise, and I like him. He's a lot of fun. He's got a great spirit of adventure, and I think it's a great quality to have.
Character we can see in this second movie?
Yeah, in the first film, I think he's very kind of self-assured, and in this film, he's filled with self-doubt, and he's a lot more fragile in this film. And I think in order to become a good leader of men, he's got to learn humility, and I think that's what happens to him in this film.
Now, JJ is behind another major sci-fi franchise. If given a chance, would you be a Jedi, a Fizz, or a Stormtrooper?
I don't know. I think Stormtroopers, because they just have those badass outfits.
I cannot forgive. None of you are safe. Clear the road! Have I got your attention now?
How different is Uhura from Natura from your point of view?
Well, one is an alien.
Sure.
She's from another planet. They've had definitely different. They've grown up in different environments, and I guess Neytiri is a little more primal, so she's unable to conceal a lot of emotions. Versus Uhura is much more contained and I guess professional.
Kirk.
Sir, there's a ship heading right for us.
You can't even guarantee the safety of your own crew.
Well, the wonderful thing about this movie is that everything is bigger and better. There's more action, there's more heart, there's more character dynamics, and I just cannot wait for the audience to see this film.
But the choices you make could get yourself and everyone under your command killed. But I believe in you, Jim.
Honestly speaking, I can't say I'm a fan of the original series, but this new movie just blew me away. So what do you think is the key changes that you guys have brought into the franchise that made this new reboot that speak to the wider audience in the world?
I think a lot of the credit has to and should go to JJ and this cast that he's put together. I think just the energy that he's infused this movie with, to look at Trek as to keep its core value, but also to make it a big action movie, to make it an adventure, to have it feel big and massive and epic in scope. That's all really the kind of filmmaking that we were raised on, and that he's been able to recapture as he directs Trek.
I mean, this franchise is so successful that's absolutely going to continue. So what do you think the story is going on from this point on?
The sky's the limit. I mean, I do feel like the further we move down the road, the less we have to be beholden to the Trek that came before, and the more empowered we are to do our own kind of stories. So I'm looking forward to doing that.
I'm sorry.
We're outnumbered, outgunned.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do.
He's smart, he's ambitious. I harken back to the original series, though primarily when I was a boy and had just immigrated from Korea and saw George Takei, an Asian man, on American television. And it was such a revolutionary thing for me. I think for me, the strongest connection to Sulu is that political resonance, being excited about that. Ready to swim?
I'm ready.
Beijing is very progressive, it's very big, and it's huge. It's almost unnavigable.
Right.
And the people were extraordinary to us. However, what I didn't like is that they were tearing down the old town. Because I'm a history student, I'm a history scholar, I'm a PhD candidate in history, and I always think that China is not conscious about its history. That's my one misgiving about China.
Punch it. Tell me this is gonna work. I believe in you. Come on, it's gonna be fun.